allosteric regulation, and I think it'll make more sense. Because this is allosteric regulation by the substrate itself. So,
So the same exact substrate.
So there's a
Yes.
coenzyme, which is another molecule, right?
yes. The other way, I'll erase this, and then I'll stop and take pictures of this, and then we can do it again. Okay. The other way is, so let's do this. So here's my molecule, and it's just a square. It doesn't have any triangle part. Now there's this second molecule that's a triangle. This is the more traditional one that you guys have probably heard of, right? And so this is where you have two different processes. This isn't a substrate example, but it's a great nutrition example. Insulin and glucagon are known as opposing things, right? You know, when insulin goes up, glucagon production goes down because you don't need to release glucose. It's insulin there is a lot of glucose, and that's why it's being produced. So this is a case where this may be a product of the reaction that's happening, or it may be something where there's an opposing process somewhere else, or you're out of storage and there's a reactant byproduct that's being produced. This is just anything else, okay? So this is substrate. Sorry, that's an S.
So it's kind of like the inhibitor.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, now this can act as an inhibitor or an enhancer.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes the triangle changes the active site, so it goes from a square to a circle, which means this won't fit anymore. Sometimes this changes from a circle to a square, so all of a sudden the substrate fits. And it's way beyond the amount of time we have to go through the evolutionary reasons behind each enzyme. We don't even have time to cover every enzyme. But if you go back and you trace the production of the enzymes, and people have, from an evolutionary perspective, they're usually linked to a series of reactions, and so there's some beneficial advantage, and when I say advantage, adaptation whereby you're more likely to survive and reproduce for whichever way this works. Sometimes it's just luck, sometimes it's just random that this enzyme got passed down because it was next to 7 other enzymes on the gene, or on the chromosome, but most of the time, whether it's being inhibited or enhanced, or it's substrate, or it's non-substrate, there was some reason 15,000 years ago that this came about that way. All right, so we'll stop. I'll put the quiz back up. Oh, question?
That might be semi-stupid, but
No, there's not. There's never a stupid question.